Hello everyone and welcome to this Naked Fanatics 1 versus 1 tournament battle between Flim and Rik. This is Vaughn and I have an extra commentator with me, Narcos.
Hello. Don't forget to mention that this is live fun.
Oh yeah, this is live. Well, not live, but we're spectating the battle actually. So yeah, it's sort of live. We thought we'd try that and we'd give that a swing. And of course, this video will document that we are not in any way cheating or relaying info to anyone.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take this time to try and look at Flim's. Oh no, he's just setting up. It's going to be really tough to actually take a look at the army now, so I'll just wait a bit.
Yeah. The weird thing is I can only see Flim now, but
yeah, no, that's because we're
really
basically Flim. We are Flim. We don't have control over his army.
We are
see
Flim.
Everything he sees. And we don't see Rik's hidden units, for example, so we won't be able to comment on that. But that would be the same as a replay. This is basically just a replay, but then in real time.
Yeah, it does seem that Flim has a fairly balanced army. He did bring Bo Ashigaru, a couple of them, some Katana Samurai, some Yari Samurai. He doesn't seem to have brought a lot of Ashigaru, just one unit of Yari Ashigaru. And 2 Bo Ashigaru. The rest are all Samurai units.
Cavalry in the back there, and there's 2 more Yari cavalry to the front of to his right, and a Yari Samurai as well.
Exactly.
He's still toying around with his light cavalry and with his cavalry in general, though. Probably can't decide whether to put them all on one flank or try and balance it out a bit. And there's no key building to fight for, so it will pretty much have to depend on the armies being willing to engage in battle. From what I've seen from Rik so far, he doesn't really seem all that willing to move all that much. So there might be a chance that he stays in position quite a lot.
I'm actually kind of surprised. It seems that Flim's general is already level 8. Is that correct?
Well, it's weird because no, to me he's level 7. I think it's because our generals are that level, and maybe it's projecting on his general for some reason. But I'm fairly sure
yeah, possibly.
He's level 3 and Rik is level 2. Okay, let's take a look at Rik's army here. They're all sitting in a forest right now. It's a bit of a tumbling mess, so I'll wait a bit.
It does seem that he went pretty sword heavy. That's the first difference that you can see with Flim's army. He doesn't seem to have taken a lot of spearmen, unless they are hidden.
Now I see 3 Bo Ashigaru, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Katana Samurai, 3 Yari Cavalry, and his general, obviously. I think he's going to try and use his cavalry as his main anti-cavalry force.
Yes. He is definitely going to win that infantry battle, as you can see.
Yeah, he's going to envelop
He
Flim's
outnumbers.
there.
It does depend a bit on how he uses them, but he should win that infantry battle. He's got his cavalry face to the flank, probably to try and intercept any cavalry that comes towards him.
Yeah, he has a way broader line than Flim has. And he's definitely going to try and take a defensive posture from what I'm seeing. He's just slowly moving forward, although he's much more movement oriented than I've seen him so far.
Yep, he does. He actually looks a bit improved.
And yeah, it's all going to depend on how Flim plays the cavalry game, I think, because a lot's going to hang in that.
And how he puts his spearmen to good use.
Yeah, exactly. He is going to need to use that rapid advance there. Otherwise, he's just going to lose out because this initial charge won't do enough damage. He's broken out his Yari cavalry and light cavalry on his left flank, probably trying to deter Rik's forces to try and flank that way. But still, Rik would win a battle there, especially because he's also got a vetted Yari cavalry on that flank. Actually, it might be a tactic of Flim to try and force Rik down his left side into the hidden forces on Flim's right flank.
It's possible. I do think that Rik should watch out now because he's put his archers quite forward a lot. So he's not aware at all of the forces that Flim has on the west side of the map.
Exactly. And he seems
As you can see, he's putting his entire cavalry force on the east side.
Which means that Flim could essentially.
And Flim is going for the archers. Let's see how Rig's done. He backed off.
I think it's Rik's mass cavalry forces on the right flank of Rik's army that's scaring off Flim. He's pulling his guys back now.
Yeah.
They should be able to outrun Rik's forces, and if he manages to lure them into the Yari Samurai on Flim's left flank,
he should. Yeah, he should put his Yari Sam into fast movement and make him run towards it. He'll have to turn around soon. Oof. Rik seems very unrelenting. He wants to go for it. He does retreat now.
Yeah,
as he should.
There was one arrow being fired. I think he saw that and wanted to avoid the whole being rilled by arrows scenario.
This battle actually has interesting movement.
Because and he's splitting his archers even further away from his main line. It might be to entice Flim into charging it, but yeah, he's bringing up his.
He's backing him up now. Yep, and he's actually hidden one of his archers in the rice fields.
I think the troops are only just out of range from what I can see.
Both players seem to be very careful.
Well, your passage to the second round hangs in the balance, so I would be careful too.
Yeah.
Flim's now pushing forward his Boa Shigaru, but it's 2 versus 3 of them, so it might be a bit one-sided on Rik's side.
Yeah, and Rik has his Boa Shigaru vetted. One at level 2 and one at level 1.
It looks like Flim is pushing his cavalry forward.
Yeah, he is going for the archers. Yeah. Hopefully for Rik he can capture him in time. He's put him in wedge
really
formation,
close.
It seems.
Yeah, he's put him in wedge.
Yeah, he caught up with him. Okay, Flim is going to lose the light cavalry, but is going to get a charge off at the central
and he might actually be able to focus fire on Rik's cavalry, decimating them a bit further.
And Rik is actually going for one of Flim's Ashigaru units now, bow Ashigaru units.
I wonder if Flim noticed that and is bringing forward his Yari cavalry on his left flank. Yeah, he'll be able to reach them before they reach his archers, I think. Well, only just.
Ooh.
Ouch! Yeah, that's painful. One of Rik's archers is starting to rout, by the way. But so is one of Flim's archers.
Rik is definitely going to lose that Yari cav unit. He won't be able to retreat from there without Flim attacking him in the rear with his Yari cav. Although he has to run from that Yari samurai unit.
Rik is pushing some Yari cavalry to his own left flank, to Flim's right. I think he's still unaware of the forces Flim has hidden in the forest on his own right flank. Yeah, Rik's forces have routed now, and Flim is pushing on with his Yari cavalry to try and get one of Rik's bow Ashigaru.
Yes, and it seems like he's doing a good job at that. However, Rik is probably going to be able to trap that Yari cav unit with his own cav units.
Yeah, he's being pincered now. He won't be able to get out of there. And Rik's melee line is still pretty much intact, so it's going to be really hard for Flim to keep his advantage on that, because he lost
if Rik
the archer
keeps
battle.
patient, yeah. If Rik remains patient, then he can actually fire away at Flim's Katana Samurai, although he's still targeting the bow Ashigaru. He should now retreat his archers behind his infantry.
It looks like Flim is, pulling all his forces out now. He's also revealed his hidden units on the right, and he's advancing his entire line, bringing his general forward as well. And the lines are now starting to clash.
Rik should advance his general though. As you can see, he's not supporting his troops right now. He's too far away.
Yeah, if Flim is clever, he might actually pull out a Yari cav and try and then hit the Rik's general.
Okay, Rik's general is moving now. It's actually an archer general, it seems. It's firing arrows.
So is Flim's, from what I can see. Flim forgot to pull up a Yari Ashigaru unit is far back.
It does seem like Flim is going for that charge on Rik's general.
Definitely, yeah. He's going around to get the general. He's not in wedge formation though, so the initial charge will not be as powerful. But he does get a charge off nonetheless, and if Rik doesn't pull in reinforcements soon, his lines will fall.
Rik is charging in a unit of Yari cav right now, so he might dispose of that Yari cav fighting his general. And that is going to work, I think.
I think it is, yeah. Yeah, he's caught up. He's caught up.
Yep, he's caught up.
But Flim is trying to go and get Rik's general with his own general now. And Rik sees that, but his general is starting to waver. Flim is winning, getting the upper hand at his own right flank, but his left flank is still a bit overpowered by Rik's force. Oh wait, look at that!
Oh, nicely played by Rik. He's actually advancing his Yari cav on Flim's general, but it is all too late.
It's too late because his main
it does
line
seem
is
that,
fallen.
yeah.
That's actually rather interesting. I was expecting Rik to win this one with the amazing melee advantage he had, but Flim played it really well. Yeah, it was really quite interesting. Flim's gone on to round 2 here, and well, good game to both players.
Yeah, good game.
And don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on another tournament battle.